Hey, welcome to Loveable AF. I am Grateful Sherry. So welcome to Beliefs Wednesday. And I wanted to talk specifically about if you ever thought, in your relationship, there was this quote, it's like, things would be so great in our relationship if it weren't for you. Right? Like, have you ever thought, well, if they could just change, or if he could just love me more, or if he could just start cherishing me, or if he could communicate, or if she, whatever it is, right? Over there. You know what they should do over there, and that would fix your relationship. Then you guys would be close and connected and wonderful, and everything would be amazing. If you guys have ever been there, one, that's human. I get that. But two, I have the best news for you. It has nothing to do with over there at all. You have the absolute and complete power to have the relationship that you want. This is going to be bizarre. Are you ready? If you don't get what you want, you get what you are. So, for the longest time, I wanted to be important to my husband. And now just hear me out. I was important to him, but I had evidence that I wasn't, right? And we had a lot of back and forth with it, and it was really painful. But here's was the problem. I wanted him to show up for me in a way that I was not showing up for me. I wanted him to show up for me in a way that I had never shown up for myself. I never put myself as a priority. I was important to me. I was always the last as far as my wants, my desires, my feelings. I would never put myself first. And so it was okay, wait. If I never take the time to treat myself like I'm important, then how can I attract anybody else treating me as if I'm important to them? And here's the thing, is I was important to my husband, but I had a lot of evidence that I wasn't. But it literally was only occurring and showing up because I wasn't taking time to be important to myself. I wasn't treating myself as if I was important. As soon as it shifted and I got it, and I started to go, what do I want? How do I feel? How would I like this to go? How do I want to be here? How do I want my relationship to be? How do I want to show up? How do I want to be in my relationship with myself? As soon as I started to do those things, as soon as I started to be important to myself, magically I was important to my husband. I'd always had been, but I could never, it couldn't ever get through. If you've ever tried to love somebody who does not love themselves, it's a painful process. I'll give you one that everybody can relate to. Let's say a beautiful woman, and she shows up and she's done up and she looks gorgeous, and you're like, oh my gosh, you look so gorgeous. And then her response is this: oh no, I'm 10 pounds overweight, and I didn't wash my hair, and this lipstick is not my right color. You will remember somebody like that. They don't take your compliment, no matter what it is. It could be about their cooking, it could be about their looks, it could be anything. You could have complimented them on anything, and they will not take your compliment. Essentially, if you're in a relationship with somebody and you're not feeling like they're making you a priority or cherishing you, then ask yourself, are you allowing them to make you a priority and cherish you? Because I know I wasn't. Literally, I was blocking the things that I wanted because I was not doing that for myself. I was not cherishing myself. I was not treating myself good. I was just waiting for somebody else, right? Oh no, you tell me I'm okay and then I'm okay. But that doesn't work. And also, then I started to obsess so hard over there on what he was doing, what he wasn't doing, what he was thinking, how he was feeling. And the immense amount of pressure, literally, I am surprised our marriage survived as long as it has. Because the immense amount of pressure to live being the only thing that makes somebody else okay. Now, think of it like if you're a mom, you'll know this. Your mood and how you show up is a lot of, especially when your kids are little, they're okay when you're okay, period. If you're not okay, they're not okay. And they look to you for that continual reassurance, which is great. That's what they should be doing because you are their mother. But if you're doing that in a relationship, it is a lot of pressure. Think about how much pressure it is as a mom. It's a lot of pressure. Now, it's something I gladly do. I take on. I'm willing to do, happy to do. But then, of course, as he's gotten older, right, he has to start figuring out how to be okay on his own, regardless of me. But if you're in a relationship where you're always wanting them to make you okay, you're never going to get your needs met. You're never going to get what it is you want. And you're going to lose all your power. And there's going to be, I can tell you from experience, resentment on both sides, dissatisfaction on both sides. even when they show up to love you, you're not going to let them. And then when you want, and you're like, okay, I've let my shield down, love me. A lot of times they're like, I'm not doing that. I've done that. I've been doing that. And so it's this big, huge cycle. So then it's like, okay, well, how do we fix that? One, you step back and you decide whether you're okay. You say who you are, how you want to be, how you want your relationship to be, what you're okay with, what you're not okay with. You raise your standards and you demand that other people come with you. And I'm not saying you go around telling people. It's a feel. So there's certain boundaries that just people have. You've met them before. They don't like tolerate bullshit. And inevitably, when you talk to them in their lives, they don't have any bullshit going on. And you're like, whoa, how is this now? And it's because literally it's who they are. They're like, no, I'm not going to deal with bullshit. It's not worth my time. I have other things to do. And so it's the same kind of thing in your relationship. You start figuring out what it is you want. And in your relationship with yourself, you start figuring out what you want. And you stop tolerating your own bullshit. When you start doing things that are not okay, treating yourself badly, doing things that make you feel icky, not listening to your intuition. When you start doing that, you stop tolerating that bullshit on yourself. And you're like, nope, I'm taking good care of myself. I'm going to go take a bath. I'm going to put myself in timeout right now. And do whatever you need to do to enjoy yourself, to love your life. Because the more you love your life, the more you love yourself, the more you cherish yourself. That's the only way you can ever attract anybody and allow them to cherish you. So I hope this was like, I know for me, when I got this news, I was like, fuck. I really wanted it to be him. I really, really wanted it to be him. It would be so much easier if it was just him. And I would fine after, right? Like if he just showed up, then it would be fine. But it wasn't. It was me. And the more I showed up, the more I did what I needed to do, the more better I felt about me. The more he showed up, the more he cherished me. And I'm not saying, look, here's the thing. There are sometimes in relationships that it might not go that way. It might be a big disconnect. But if you're in a relationship and you are not allowing that person to cherish you, to love you, it is going to be painful for them on a daily basis. And humans can only take so much until they're like, okay, I got to stop. I'm very, very lucky. Both my husband and I are the types that run into the brick wall again and again and again and again. It doesn't matter if we have concussions, we fall down, we get back up, and we run into the wall. That's why we're still together. But since I've been taking on my own stuff and dealing with me, here's the best news. He's doing his own thing and taking care of it himself without me obsessing about it, worrying about it, talking about it, anything about it. Like, that's the coolest part. And this morning, I got to wake up and he had his arms wrapped around me and it was raining and I was like, that's how I woke up. And it felt amazing and wonderful, and I allowed all of that in because I've been treating myself like that. Because I would hold myself at night, right? Because that's how I feel about me. I deserve to be held because I know I am. Or I know I'm lovable. I know that I'm a great partner, right? And the more I do that, the more I live into that, the more I feel it. The more that my perfect relationship is there. But it has nothing to do with them. It literally is all me. So guys, if this is like, whoa, I want more of this. I have the Loveable as Fuck Circle. It's for 20 women. And we are going to be working through this stuff, uncovering. So I'm not even reclaiming. It's like we've been giving away our power or covering it up, but like uncovering our power, standing in who we want to be, how we want to be, what we want to be doing with our lives, and putting ourselves first. Because the more we do that, the better it is for our families, the better it is for our partners, and the better it is for the world. Because you are a woman on fire and you have a message. I know you do. So let's help you get to the bottom of that and get it out there. So if that's for you, please, you can message me. I'll put a link at the bottom too. We get on a call, we talk. It's literally a free 45-minute coaching call. If that's for you, get with me. Either click the link or message me. And in case nobody has told you yet today, you are lovable as fuck just the way you are, and I'll see you tomorrow.